Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Sputnik Aviation, guys. Sorry about that kanina. Medyo nagka-problema tayo sa settings, so I had to redo the live. So we're back and welcoming everyone to this wonderful night. Sorry, ang dami kong adjustment na kailangan gawin dito, like sa mga shares and all that. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in tonight. Carlo Gupalor is putting number 1. All right. Excuse me. Harley Agkawili, good evening. Shout out Daniel Felix, good evening. Pwede ba sumabit dyan? Pwede. Mas maganda syempre kung naka-Sputnik kayo. Sputnik. Tinaas ko na konti yung camera, guys, para mas ano. Tonight we're doing a Sputnik Aviation sponsored event. This is a collaboration event between Sputnik Aviation, VATFIL, VATSIM Philippines, and of course VATSIM Malaysia. So shout out to all the controllers who were joining us tonight. Thank you so much. Christian Monterola, maraming salamat sa 45 stars. Thank you very much. We're multi-streaming on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. So I hope you guys are are watching on both. PJ Arroyo, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Guys, again, please don't forget to share the stream. We're trying to reach a total of 20,000 stars before the end of November para ma-bonus tayo sa Facebook. Who's this? Oy, Ben Hernandez. Thank you very much for the 30 stars. Maraming salamat. So guys, every time you send stars, mag-update siya dito sa mga sa meter na to. As soon as we get to 20,000 stars, we're going to be giving some stuff away. So I hope you guys are excited about that. Again, my name is David. Please don't forget to share the stream. And again, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is Sputnik 01, an Airbus 321 jet service from Kota, Kinabalu, Malaysia to Clark. Alright guys, so here we are in Kota, Kinabalu. Alright, hopefully it's hindi masyadong traffic. We're expecting a bunch of people here tonight. So yan, magsisimula na tayo maya-maya. Good evening. Uy, Shai Puzon, kamusta? Good evening. Jasmine Mendoza, Airbus A321neo, yes, with the Harris Aviation Philippines livery, of course. Adrian Obedoza, hello. Radies, sa Twitch ka ba nagla-live? Hindi ako nagta-Twitch. Safe flight, thank you very much. Ben Hernandez, Clyde Dangilan, good evening. Brian Jola, shout out to you. Thank you very much, guys. So as you can see, I got my coffee ready. This is gonna be about an hour and 20 minutes of a flight. We'll try our best to get ourselves to Clark as soon as possible. So hopefully hindi tayo mainip dito. Magtanong lang kayo, guys. If you guys have any questions about flying, we'll do our best to answer your questions. And of course, shout out to Harris Aviation. Okay, we're using their livery and this wonderful Garmin D2 Air pilot watch. Thanks to Harris Aviation, guys. Check them out on Facebook. Actually, on Shopee, Sputnik Aviation will be doing all their e-commerce. Jeric Elquero, good evening to you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get started because I think we're pretty much ready to go. Marvi Espejo, hello, good evening to you. Alright. Akia Cinco, good evening. Alright. So we're currently parked at the bay. This is Bay 1 Bravo, I believe. We're expecting the Kinabalu Radar 2 departure, 0477 on the squawk. We're pretty much ready to go. The rest of these guys have already begun pushing back. So I'm going to try and get pushback clearance here because this is going to be busy.
Lineup 02 is pretty cool.
Kinabalu Tower, Sputnik 01 at Bay 1, request push and start, runway 02.
Sputnik 01, roger number 4 for push.
Alright. Number 4. Itong mga Sputnik na to, nagmamadali. Bahala kayo dyan.
Call you back.
Alright. Mag-ano muna tayo, chillax muna tayo dito, guys. Teka.
Sputnik 512 go.
Justine Villas, magandang gabi. Hello, Carlo Molina, good evening. Bawal mag-absent sa stream. Ayos. Siyempre. Kaya may kape tayo, guys. Kape muna tayo.
Sputnik 11 via kilo, runway 02, clear for takeoff. Airborne 126, that's me 1.
Daniel Felix, Captain, nakaspawn na ako dyan. Pwede ba beginner? Siyempre. Pwede guys, pwede. Sali lang kayo.
Okay.
Use the Sputnik call sign guys para masaya.
Sputnik
As
616.
as
Is there
real
enough clearance for you to push back?
as real Villar, shout out from
Behind you.
Pangasinan. Hello,
Affirmative,
good
we do
evening.
have spaces for like 616.
Sputnik 616, pushing star proof runway 02.
Wala guys, mukhang mahaba yung
Pushing
pila
stars
dito.
approved, runway 02,
Number ano tayo?
616.
Number 4 for push. Guys, don't forget to share the stream. I really appreciate that. And of course, if you haven't already followed us, please do. We're trying to hit 70,000.
Line up in turn, runway 02.
Bawasan natin yung music
runway
naman.
02, Sputnik 17.
Coffee while
Spy
flying
Alpha
is
4,
the
number 2
best
feedback.
combination. I totally agree
Roger,
with that.
Alpha 4.
Brian, go. Yes. Migs Cachuela, good evening. Kamusta ka na? Hindi ka na nagpaparamdam dito ah. Guys, thank you very much for all your likes. Ito, may mga notification na dyan sa taas if you see it. So please
512, 80 security.
don't forget to share the stream. Really appreciate that. Jasmine Mendoza, ganda ng livery. Yes, ang ganda talaga. Gawa ni Wilson De La Cruz.
646, Kinabalu radar to departure.
John Mayor, good
4,000
evening.
feet,
Shout out to
squawk
you.
0450.
Radies. Captain, asan na yung TCA side stick? Andyan sa tabi. Gusto ko muna gamitin to. Ito muna gamitin natin. Alright, let's go.
Sputnik 512.
Number 4 tayo. As you can see guys, we have that little meter on the bottom there. We're trying to get that to 20,000 stars before the end of November. So if you guys can help us out, we'll be giving some stuff away. Hopefully, pag nakaabot tayo. Daniel Felix 118.3 buzzer pag request push and start. Basta sa
Sputnik
ano ba
01,
to?
is there enough room for you to push back? There's a red cap behind you.
Yeah, I think we can do it.
Roger, Sputnik 01, push and start proof runway 02.
Roger, push and starts approved. 02, Sputnik 01, thanks. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Actually...
Sputnik 20 kilo, push and start proof runway 02, face north.
Oh no.
Face north.
Kaya ba to? Kaya yan. Ground cockpit, let's do this. Clear to push, stay clear of the red cap. Releasing parking brake.
Sputnik Bravo 3, Desi,
Ayan.
and
May kinigit sa atin.
Kilo.
I wanna save some fuel guys, mamaya na mag-start ng ano.
Charlie, Wooden Point Kilos, Sputnik Bravo 3.
Samir Adel, shout out from Olongapo. Hello, TJ Padua from Novelete, Cavite. All right. Carlo Gupalor with the 200 stars. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Carlo Gupalor. Thank you very much. VM Española, wala kayong biyahe cap yung real flight. Bakit? Di ba real flight to? Real flight to ah. Yun naman. Grabe naman kayo. Mag one engine taxi tayo guys. Alright. Juni Borlagdan. Good. Julie Borlagdan, hello from Santo Domingo, Albay. Uy! Alright. Raymond Abbas with the 150 stars. Maraming salamat sa'yo. PJ Arroyo, nakagala ka na ba sa Kinabalu? Yeah, once. Actually, usually before sa AirAsia palagi.
7 on heading 022, departure
tikit.
126.1, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Runway heading 4000, Sputnik 17, clear to takeoff.
Grabe itong mga
Sputnik
Sputnik.
Alpha 4, behind departing A340, line up and wait, runway 02 behind.
Roger, behind the departing A340, line up at the 02 behind.
Ang lapit oh. Oh my gosh. Sabay-sabay nag-push back.
Sputnik 23, Kinabalu ground.
Yes sir, kayang-kaya.
Double tower, good evening. Sputnik 23 kasi na fire flash to flag, flight level 350.
Sputnik 23.
Oh my gosh. Yung mga 340 oh.
616, request taxi.
Alright.
Sputnik 616, order standby.
Engine mode selector to ignition. Starting engine number 1. Mamaya na tayo hindi na tayo mag-dual cooling kasi one engine taxi tayo.
Operation complete. Set.
Parking brake set. Asa natin yung volume.
Sputnik 23, ATC available.
Ready to copy, Sputnik 23.
So
Sputnik
nagkukuling
23,
muna
ATC
siya.
grounds to Clark via Max 6465 en route. Kinabalu radar to departure, come initially 4000
Justin
feet,
Mendoza,
heading 022, and
PJ
squawk
Roy, ilang hours ang flight
0464.
Kinabalu to Clark? Actually, mga depende yan, mga an hour and a half. Pero bibilisan natin. Ground cockpit cleared to disconnect, hand signals on the right. Have a nice day.
Kinabalu radar to departure, radar vectors to Osanu. Initial climb 4,000 feet, confirm runway heading 023 and squawk 0464 Sputnik 23.
Sputnik 23, squawk 0464 is correct, heading 022 on departure.
Alright. Momai Tan, 50 stars. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Momai. Juster Rosero, magandang gabi Kap. At sa lahat ng viewers, thank you very much. Good evening.
We'll be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Ang tagal naman. Let's go, guys.
Hours, Sputnik 122.
Daming lilipad tonight, 15. Majority Sputnik. Alright. Si Daniel Felix, naka-Philippine Airlines, oh. Bakit ayaw mo mag-Sputnik? Engine mode selector. Stabilized ang engine.
Sputnik 20
Electric
kilo,
pump.
Casio point, kilo runway 02 via
Laps
Juliet
1.
Charlie.
Holding 40 kilo, runway 02 via Charlie 62.
Alright.
Recap 616 place number 2 behind the 340.
Nakapila tayo, guys.
Charlie.
Oh my gosh. Hindi pa tayo nakakalis.
Sputnik
So,
616 Kinabalu Tower.
Sputnik
William
616.
Samuel, good
Sputnik
evening to you
616,
too.
number 2 behind the
Jasmine
340,
Mendoza watching
1.1
from
kilo
General
via Juliet
Santos.
Charlie.
Alright, good evening, good evening.
Follow A340 via to
Kotak
1.2
Kinabalu,
kilo
ang
via
ganda
Juliet
dito.
Charlie, Sputnik 616.
What does it look like
Alpha
from
4
the
runway
tower?
02, go for takeoff departure 126.1.
Roger, runway 06 heading 0. Correction, 02
Wala yung
heading
tower.
02 departure frequency 126.1, clear for takeoff 02.
Let's go, boys.
Sputnik Bravo 3, land up and wait runway 02.
Ganda ng 340, oh.
Sputnik Bravo 3.
After start, engine 1.
61, follow the A321 ahead of you, 400 point kilo via Juliet Charlie.
Ano daw? Let's go!
Evening Kinabalu Towers, Sputnik 343.
Sputnik 343 standby, recap 6
Raymond Abbas with another
one.
150 stars. Thank you very much, Raymond. Grabe, ang bait mo talaga. That leaves us with, you know, 42% done with our goal. Ayos. Samuel Williams from Nigeria. Alright, good afternoon. Thanks for watching. Can we taxi now? Sputnik 01 request taxi.
Sputnik 01, taxi behind recap 400 point kilo via Juliet Charlie.
Holding point kilo, Juliet Charlie, Sputnik 01. Clear right side, clear left side. Alright. Releasing parking brake.
Sputnik 512, right on the mic, thereafter Charlie, hold short off at Juliet.
Yung steering natin. Alright. Ethel Fabelia, good evening. Good evening, how are you? Alright, music off muna tayo.
Okay, all aircraft on the ground still waiting for clearance or have not got for clearance. Contact Kinabalu ground on 121.6.
Alright. Ethel Fabelia, 75 stars. Thank you very much. Kix Kilaiko, good evening. Have a nice flight. Thank you very much, Kix. Kumusta ka na? How's Bacolod?
Kinabalu Towers, Sputnik 23.
Naka-Neo tayo ngayon.
Sputnik 23, push and start approved runway 02.
Push your tires up to runway 02, Sputnik 23.
Ano to? Sheikh Bari, Abdul Bari from India. Good evening to you. Alright, this looks like they're departing in good mamaya, we're gonna start engines about in a bit. Jacksim Lianto watching from Davao. Good evening, guys.
Sputnik Bravo 3, departure 126.1 on heading 02, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
departure going to 6.1, heading 022, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Momaitan, 50 stars. Join us we're live on Discord. Yes, sir.
Tower Sputnik 20
Justin Bayani, good evening. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
0 kilo, line up and wait. Intern, runway 02 behind.
Line up and wait, runway 02 behind Sputnik 20.
Sputnik 01 confirm we're ahead of Sputnik 512.
Hey, from sir, they will be giving way to you.
Roger, thanks. Alright, muna kami ha. Just want to make sure.
Sputnik 01, intersection to the departure available if you wish.
Unable.
Roger.
Di ba tayo nag-start?
Sputnik 23, Kinabalu ground, tower.
23 tower, go ahead.
Sputnik 23, we could Kinabalu radar to
That would have been nice, but
heading 202, runway 20.
wag na lang. Oh my god, ang haba ng pila.
Tower 23 confirm, runway change.
Firm just for you, runway 20 heading 202, otherwise you'll be allowed delays.
Oh my god.
Roger, standby will be.
Rodney Tarun, 75 stars. Thank you very much. Ezra Serrano, maraming salamat sa 75 stars, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the stars, guys. So we haven't started our engine number 2 yet because I want to save some fuel here. And we're taxiing very slowly. Uy, may nag-slew. Oh my god. When this guy takes off, I'll start engine number 2.
Sputnik 512, continue 14 kilo via...
Lori Kabuhat from Malolo City. Good evening to you. Hello. Prince Jeremy. Ay, ikaw pala yun. Ayos. Rainier Navos. Welcome back. Thank you very much, guys.
Sputnik 2 go.
Alright.
Able for the runway 20, Kinabalu 2 radar to departure.
Wow.
Roger, you are wicket on departure heading 202, runway 20, initially 4,000 feet.
Okay.
Roger, heading 20.
Roger.
Initial climb is 4,000.
Carl Ruz, pa-shoutout po. Tamang flaps pag, lalanding. Anong tamang flaps? Eto guys, we're in Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia, standing by for departure.
Go.
Confirm, clear for push and start.
Hey, firm, push and start to face north.
Roger, push and start to proof, face north.
Alright. Save fuel, mahal yung fuel. Oo, mahal magpa full tank ngayon, no? Grabe. Alright, we're gonna pag depart nito, yan, start na tayo ng engine number 2 kasi may cooling time yan. Actually, kahit isa pa. Siguro pag depart, pag line up ni 616 na lang. Slowing down. Alright. Brake set. Sunpo flight, guys. We're going to Clark, our home base. Using the Sputnik Harris. Grabe yung pila, oh. That's why this one engine taxi thing is
kilo,
cool.
departure heading 022, airborne 126.1, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
Departure heading 022 on airborne.
Andres David, yeah. I'm back.
See you.
Sputnik 616, line up and wait intern.
Alright.
Line up. Runway 02, Sputnik 616.
Electric pump off. APU bleed is on. Ignition. November crosses. Bleed pressure sub. Starting engine number 2. Sige, pag-line up niya. I really want to save fuel kasi mahaba pila. Alright, he's lining up. Sige, starting engine number 2. May cooling pa naman yan eh. Orzi Bakuli, shout out to you. Hello.
Sputnik 616, are you able for a visual departure early left turn?
Yes, say yes.
Confirm early departure and left turn, Sputnik 616.
There,
Sputnik
right
616,
side.
affirm, are you able for a visual departure with an early left turn?
Affirmative, Sputnik 616.
There you go.
Sputnik 616, roger. And we could cancel Kinabalu radar to departure. We could visual departure left turn.
I'm sad kayo dyan ah. Wala akong alam dyan. Gab Canillas, try niyo po palipad ng Area 51.
Sputnik 616, confirm.
Opo, patay. Hahabulin tayo niyan.
250 left turn out.
Correction 250, left turn heading 250, Sputnik 616.
Okay, film.
Orzi Bakuli, maraming salamat sa 75 stars. Thank you very much, Captain David. Paborito kong aviation streamer. Wow, thank you so much.
616, are you visual with the departing A340 ahead of you?
Stand by, Sputnik 616.
Thank you so much, Orzi Bakuli.
Affirmative now, Sputnik 616.
Sputnik 616,
Alright.
splendid. And left now to runway 02, cleared for takeoff. Departure 126.1, bye-bye.
Roger.
So he's taking off.
Runway
Good.
02, clear for takeoff. Left turn heading 250 and departure 126.1.
Alright,
Yeah.
and remote selector.
Aircraft 61, behind departing traffic, line up and wait runway 02 behind. Aircraft 61, behind departing aircraft,
Have to
line
start
up and wait
checklist
runway
at
02
the eyes off. Hey, APU bleed is on. Off. APU on. Ui. Cross bleed auto. Anti-IS off. ECAM status check. After start checklist is complete. Flight controls check. Pull up. Pull down neutral. Pull left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder check. Set. Pull left. Full right. Neutral. Okay, takeoff confirmation briefing, no changes, runway 02 for departure, and backs off, dry runway computation. Before takeoff checklist, flight controls check, flight instruments check, briefing is confirmed, flap setting, config 1 plus F, V1, VR, V2, flex stamp, standby, 153, 158, 160, flex 47, ATC set, ECAM memo, takeoff no blue, down to line.
Tower Sputnik 23 ready for taxi. Runway 20.
Sputnik 23, standby taxi.
Roger, stand by
Alright.
taxi Sputnik 23.
Ryan Labitoria, maraming salamat sa 50 stars present. Ayos. Thank you guys. Alright, let's stay over here. Brake set. Nose taxi lights off. Tagal naman ang takeoff natin guys. Sorry. Daming tao. At least we're ready for departure anytime. So this guy, I think that was Jacob. He did a visual departure to the left so that he could get out in the air already. Alright. Now we need red cap to get out of here. And then we can get on get, you know, get on get. Gideon Sam Nombre Hermoso. Good evening to you. Hello, hello. Ay, hindi pa tayo nag... Ito pala yung takeoff no blue. Down to the line. So we... okay, engine is thermally stabilized here. And how much fuel have we burned?
Aircraft 61, expect departure time 29, time check 27.
70 kilos. Pretty good. So guys, see this?
Safer.
This is 70 kilograms of fuel since we pushed back. Sorry, since we started the engine. So usually you wanna, more or less the average taxi fuel for the 320, 321 is about 300 to 400 kilograms in Manila at least. So as long as we take off before that, that means we actually saved fuel. Let's say 300 is the goal. 300 kilograms when we take off, dapat mga less than 300 means yun nga. The one engine taxi really helps. Nice to see you yesterday. Saan? Ah! Yesterday. Yesterday. Where was I yesterday? Gideon! Yesterday. Nasaan ako kahapon? Nasa Simao, di ba?
Aircraft 61, okay, K2.
Nasa Simao, di ba? Yeah, nasa Simao. Yun.
Right, are you ready for departure now?
Tama. Ayos.
Aircraft 61, heading
Gab
022,
Canillas, hello.
runway
Safe flight, thank you very
02
much.
takeoff.
Captain, may lipad ka mo ng Katiklan. Bigyan kitang Ramboys. Yan ang gusto ko sa iyo eh. Yan ang gusto ko.
Departing traffic, line up and wait runway 02 behind.
Line up and wait, 02 behind, departing traffic, Sputnik 01. Alright. Clear right side, clear left side. Lights on. Cabin crew be seated for
182,
takeoff.
number 2.
Brakes released. Let's go.
taxi.
Let's do this. Uy, si Gids nga. Ay, ikaw ba? Sorry, ang dami kong ginagawa eh.
Sputnik 23,
Tama. Yes, nice to see you.
Requesting for taxi.
Sputnik 23, taxi number 2, 40 point Bravo.
Alright.
Sputnik 23, taxi 20 point Bravo, number 2.
Clear
Roger,
outside.
taxiway Bravo number 2, Sputnik 23.
Sputnik 1282, confirm you receive radar 2 departure heading 202, runway 20.
Negative, sir. You received tag 1 flaps for departure.
Roger, Sputnik 1282, re-cleared heading to Kinabalu radar 2 departure heading 202.
Alright, so we're just standing by for departure clearance, guys. Break set. ML Flores, good evening. I heard airlines will be rehiring soon. Very anxious to get back. Best regards. Thank you very much. Yeah, sana soon. Alright, Brenz Oloroso, shout out to you. Good evening, Brenz. Juster Rosero, sarap manood dito. Alright. Masarap ba manood sa bola ko? Tagal natin mag-depart, guys. Mag-ano na tayo? Ilang minutes na ba tayo nag-stream? Tagal na, no? Kix Kilaiko, let me know if you have the chance to go to Bacolod. Inasal, coffee and cake on me. Nako, oy, Kix.
01 Tower.
Mamaya. Go ahead.
Are you able visual departure?
Affirm.
Roger, Sputnik 01 cancel Kinabalu radar to departure. We get visual departure, left turn heading 250. Runway 02, clear for takeoff. Airborne 126.10.
Roger, cancel radar 2, airborne, left turn 250, clear for takeoff, runway 02, Sputnik 01, and good night. Thanks, Presley.
Good night.
Alright, backs off, let's go, guys, departing, takeoff. Stabilized.
My apologies, cancel and
Manflex 47, SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Sputnik 182 behind the departing traffic from runway 02. Line up in with runway
Thrust set.
0
Line up and wait. Runway 20 behind.
100 knots. Haba ng takeoff roll natin. V1, rotate. Positive climb. You're up. Runway track. Autopilot on. Let's 400 feet full heading. So we're gonna make a left turn. Yeah, baby. Look at this. 1261. Departure, good evening, Sputnik 01, flying heading 250, climbing 4,000.
Sputnik 01, Kinabalu radar identified, climb 9,000, maintain heading 350.
Climb 9,000 and heading 350, Sputnik 01. Okay, let's turn heading 350.
17, contact Manila Control, 132.
Lever climb. Thrust climb, auto thrust. Back 1.
132.075, Sputnik 173.
Alright, Jericho Bedia, 75 stars. Maraming salamat. Thank you. Wilfredo Victoria, good evening to you. Ganda ng livery, oh. Pack 2 coming on. Open climb. So he wants us on a heading 350. Leading traffic about 15 miles ahead. There's Kota Kinabalu, guys. Ano daw? Daniel Felix.
61 right to direct to Osaka.
Tatanong ulit ako kung anong information clearance delivery. Oh my god, hirap. Yung pinakamababang ATC, so tower. Dun sa tower humingi. Justine Meranya, shout out to you. Good evening. Jasmine Mendoza, yes, take off na tayo.
Sputnik 01 right to direct Osaka and climb 9,000.
9,000 direct to Osanu, Sputnik 01. Speed check, flap 0. Nav. Climb 9,000 direct to Osanu, alright. Yes, sir! Ganda ng Kotak Kinabalu, guys. Sarap mag-beach dito siguro. No? I've never been to the beach here. So we're going direct to Sanu, which is the FIR.
616, continue climb level 310.
Continue climb
Bigat
level
natin.
310, Sputnik 616.
After takeoff, climb, checklist, landing gears up, flaps retracted, packs are on, down the line. Ay, ay, ay. Watching from KL, Lahimi. Shout out to you. Good evening. Ang ganda, oh. Brandon Pan, hello, good evening. Glenn Aton, Captain, maglalanding, ano? Maglalanding na po ba kayo tapos biglang lumindol? Di papagoran ba kayo ng ATC? That's a good question. I don't know. Siguro. Van Christian, Saturday getaway flight. Let's go, lipad matatag. 50 stars. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Van Christian. Thank you so much, guys. And we're on, ayun, 45% ng star goal natin for the month of November, guys. So, super thank you for the stars so far. Please keep them coming. Nako po, Jovel Robelia, sir, sinong presidente mo sa 2022? Nako po, mahabang usapan yan. Ikaw, sino ba sa'yo? Kilala niyo ba si ano? Si Gian Ruiz? Yun yung ano ko. Yun yung kandidato ko. Speed All-Star. Sputnik 01 maintaining 900,000.
Sputnik 01 climb at level 150.
150, Sputnik 01. Thrust climb, 15,000 blue. Alright. Akia 5 with the 174 stars. Thank you so much for that, Akio. Maraming salamat sa'yo. Joselito Suarez, super happy Saturday evening watching from Iloilo City. Tara, lipad po tayo. Thank you so much. Maayong gabi sa ating mga friends from the Visayas and the Mindanao region. Good evening, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share the stream. Rastaman po, boboto ko. Tay tayo dyan. Si Gian ang president ko. Yes, correct. 10,000 feet, landing lights off, seatbelt sign, confirmed off. Clear radnav, secondary is copy active. Progress page, optimum flight level 355, rec max 363, GPS primary accuracy is high. Alright, guys. Christian Monterola, maayong gabi liwat, Captain David, good evening, thank you. Gerard Fermo, Captain, nice, ano? Nice to see you sa Pilots Lounge ng Alpha. Uy, sino yan? Nice to see you sa Pilots Lounge ng Alpha pag nagka-coffee ako dun. Uy, mag-hi naman kayo, guys. Nakakaya naman, oh. You guys are greeting me, pero baka mamaya naghahanap ako ng ginto dito sa ilong ko. Hindi ko alam, kayo pala yun. Gerard Fermo, good evening. Uy, magpaano naman kayo? Thank you for the share. Yeah, let Gian lead. Ito guys, si Gian palagi na sa Alpha din to eh. B1. Ano to? Sir, do you like coffee? I'll get you some FMGC front-mounted galley coffee maker. Yeah. B1, maraming salamat sa 50 stars. Thank you so much.
Roger, contact my control 1.
Uy, ML Flores, thank you so much for the 30 stars. Pang crew meal po sir, isang nasi lemak. Uy, panalo yan. The best yan sa AirAsia, yung nasi lemak na AirAsia. My goodness gracious. Bumati ka ba? Gerard, sorry. Napapressure kasi ako pagka-up check eh. Pati ako, kahit ako yung SFI, napapressure din ako eh. Baka tanungin ako ng ka-up. April Sahagun, good evening. Thank you so much for the 100 stars. Salamat. And Louis Mac, pag-greet mate my birthday today. Happy birthday to you and thank you very much for the share. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Louis Mac. Naman. Kenneth Serenio, good evening. City Miguel Cruz, good evening. Shout out to you. Good evening, guys. So we're en route to Clark, back home. Transition standard set, cross-check, passing. Flight level 139er now. No difference. Ken Kaingat, good evening to you. Gerard Ferrer mo papa-picture sana ako sa'yo. Kaso may kasama. Sino ba kasama ko nun?
Level 130.
Si Gian lang naman. Ano ba to? Sorry.
I'm 130 within on your headings.
Sputnik 01, request higher. Sputnik 01, flight level 150.
210.
Climb level 210, Sputnik 01. Alright, thrust climb. Flight level 210, blue. May kasama ba ako nun?
Bravo 3, Mountain Manila Control 132.
Ganda ng weather, oh. There's Mount Kinabalu, guys. Tas.
7 Sputnik Verify unit.
Alright, let's go.
Sputnik 1282, right turn heading 330.
Sir, ikaw ba gawa ng yung livery? Hindi. Si Wilson De La Cruz, one of our Sputnik guys, he made this livery. Ang ganda, no? Grabe. Ganda talaga.
Sputnik 512, climb level 250, right turn direct to Osan.
Alright.
250 right turn direct to San. Sputnik 502.
Alright. Let's put on some music, guys, para ano. Totoo pong walang ILS runway 06 meron, pero for a while parang I don't know, parang sira ata siya or inaayos siya. So I think recently lang siya bumalik. So anyway, I think mag-RNAV naman tayo sa Clark mamaya. If you don't like coffee, sir, you can choose from SFCC, Sprite, Fanta, or Coca-Cola. B1. Don't ever say that again, man. Coffee is life.
Kinabalu radar, Sputnik 23, airborne.
Guys, I put my camera higher para mas okay, no?
Heading 202.
I like it higher. Migs Cachuela, Sputnik number 1. Alright. Yes, sir.
Maintain heading, climb.
So yun, guys. Don't forget to check us out on Shopee. We have our items available for sale on Shopee, guys, for your sa inyong mga jacket, etc., etc. Don't forget to check that out. Follow Sputnik Aviation on Shopee PH for the latest in our product line. Para masaya. Alright, guys. Cruising na naman tayo. Ano naman pag-uusapan natin ngayon? Ayoko ng politics, ha. Yan. So guys, I've been busy the past few weeks kaya minsan lang ako mag-stream. Most of the time I'm in Clark. We're doing simulator sessions both for airline experience tsaka sa mga nagpapa-recurrent. Kaya we did a recurrency the other day with Carlo Torres and Raymond Regalado. Congratulations, guys. I'll be posting some pictures of that later on. So si Carlo nag-ATPL ATPL check. Ayun, guys, so I posted something kanina din sa Facebook page. Cebu Pacific has begun recalling the cabin crew na for low. So I believe kasi when the pandemic started, yung unang na-retrench, yung unang natanggal was, I believe, yung parang last few batches ng Cebu Pacific cabin crew. That's what parang began with the waves of airline employees na natatanggal. So everyone was shocked when that happened. By the way, Sky Blue Simulations, thank you so much for the 50 stars. Thanks, Drew. Guys, don't forget to check out Sky Blue. I share his streams when he's streaming and I'm not. Hold on, let's try and get higher here.
Decimal 3, Sputnik 0 kilo, thanks.
Sputnik 01, request higher.
Sputnik 01, climb level 350.
350, Sputnik 01. 350. Ayan. So they were the first ones who got retrenched, and after that the pilots started, the retrenchment started to happen. So I'm happy to say that I heard today that officially I believe they're going to be calling the cabin crew back, which means this is possibly the beginning of the recovery talaga. Well, obviously it is, because they wouldn't be hiring airline employees if there was no chance of recovery. So for those of you guys who are planning to become cabin crew, flight attendants, and pilots, As you can see, things are slowly getting back, guys. I wouldn't jump for joy just yet, but small progress is progress, right? So, yeah, actually, guys, today we had a couple of sessions with the Guardian program. Some of you guys might have heard of that, the Sputnik Aviation Guardian program. It's basically where we here at Sputnik, we help you guys figure out your path towards your aviation career. So today we spoke to a couple of guys. One is actually from Davao, the other one is from Luzon, and we redirect you towards flying schools that we believe are worth the money you're paying and really have quality training. So if you guys are interested in learning more about your future in aviation, let us know. We will try our best to guide you towards that. Adrian Tan, longest flight mo in real life?
Roger, receive navigation right under.
I flew to the UK once on a 320. Gabby Brown, hi Pappy. Alright, good evening to you, Gabby. How are you tonight? So yun, I think in the Guardian program we have almost 10 clients already, guys, so it's picking up. Thank you to everyone who's already availed of the service. I hope you guys are enjoying it. What we do with the Guardian program is we direct you to the schools, but not only that, once you're there, or even before you get there, we already research on all the things you need. For example, places to eat. For example, if we send you to a school in Cebu and you're from Luzon, like Airworks, our partner, right? We're going to give you a full report. Where are the best places to eat? How much is it going to cost? How to get around? Price of transportation, who to call in case of emergency. We have a hub representative for every city that we have partner flying school in. So there's going to be one Sputnik guy assigned to take care of you wherever you may be. If you're in trouble, if you get sick, if you need to go to the hospital, our Sputnik team will take care of you, coordinating with the hospital representative. If you decide to avail of insurance with an aviation clause, we have contacts already ready just in case you need it. If your parents are curious to know more about where you're staying, we'll take care of all of it, guys. We'll inform them with the things they need. Kaya it's a whole program talaga for you guys to look over. And honestly, I wish I had this service when I was a student. Saan pinaka the best flying school para sa inyo? Madami, Jerry. Send me a message, Jerry. We can talk about this after the stream. Mahirap kasi sabihin yan dito eh. There's too many factors. And it's a little unfair to say what is the best flying school. Kasi everyone has their own positives. Of course, everyone has their own negatives. There's no perfect flying school out there, guys. Definitely not. So it's about balancing what is best for you. What was best for me when I was a student pilot might not necessarily be the best for you because of a lot of things. Location, financial capability, goal, where to fly, what to fly when you graduate, It's not all about the Airbus. Some people want to fly the turboprop, some people want to go Gen Av. And, flying shouldn't all be about the airline. It's not all about that. In fact, if you go abroad, you might even get a better job in general flying corporate than you would ever get in an airline. Honestly, I'd love to work in a corporate job, like fly for a really rich guy, fly in his Falcon or his Gulfstream or something like that. That's like my dream, man. Gab Tulang, good evening to you, Gab. Isa sa mga Sputnik virtual airline pilots natin, si Gab Tulang. Jerry Garcia, Captain, I PM your main account to ask. Minsan kasi hindi ko check in. Send me a message on the Sputnik Aviation Facebook page or on Discord. Yan, pwede. Adrian Tan, is it recommended to get the ATPL when you finish your flying school? Very good question. ATPL you cannot get until you have 1,500 flying hours. So, my recommendation is do whatever you can, do whatever you absolutely can to reach 1,500 hours and get your ATPL immediately. I don't know why people are scared of the ATP. Hindi naman sa scared. But there's so many benefits to it. I think the only downside to an ATPL is that you have to renew your medical every 6 months. Now take note, I believe that's only in the Philippines. Because in the US, in Europe, I believe it's 1 year talaga for the medical. How do I put this? In the Philippines, guys, sorry, let's talk about the US. In the US or in any other major big country, you will not be able to get a flying job in the airline, flying an Airbus or a Boeing, unless you have an ATPL. It is absolutely essential. That's why, like in the US, the guys in the FAA, what they do is they'll build time flying either like as a flight instructor or mga corporate, like flying the Citations, the jets. If you're lucky, you get into the jet agad, yung mga hawkers, phenoms, yung mga phenom, yung mga private jets, yung mga, yan, if you're able to get those jobs, panalo. And then once you get to 1,500 hours, that's the time they go for the what's called the ATP CTP course. It's the upgrade course to get your ATPL. Once you get the ATPL, you can go and get your job in the airline. So in the Philippines kasi it's a little different, and I guess it works better for the pilots because when the demand was so high, the requirement to become an airline first officer in certain airlines was simply 200 hours and an Airbus type rating. So I mean, it's great, right? But the minute that you can go your whole career as a first officer with a CPL license until you are ready for upgrade to captain, depending on the airlines. Some airlines upgrade at 3,000, some airlines 3,500, some airlines 4,000. So it really depends. Basically, guys, an ATPL license is, in layman's terms, it's a captain's license. So if you ever want to be an airline captain, you need to have an ATPL. Okay, Airline Transport Pilot License, which is the highest level of pilot license. So when I was a very junior first officer, I didn't really have any intention of getting my ATPL, but I was guided by some of the senior captains that said, you know, you don't really need it right now, but you're gonna need it in the future. You might as well get it done with. And I said, that's cool, yeah, maybe I should. Ang hassle lang dun kasi pag-aaral ka naman. Hold on. 119.3, Sputnik 01, thanks for the ATC, good night.
Good night.
Alright.
Sputnik 04, push and start cruise, runway 04.
Hold on a second here. Manila Control, good evening, Sputnik 01, flight level 333, climbing 350.
Sputnik 01, Manila Control, good evening. Squawk 0211.
0211, Sputnik 01. Alright.
Swiss 744, radio check, how do you read me?
Holy crap. Uy.
Swiss 744, radio check, how do you read?
Reading you 5 now, sir. Standby clear at sitting button. Sputnik 01 identified over the Sun Limited flight level 350.
Flight level 350, Sputnik 01. Alright, so
Swiss 744, loud and clear.
Okay.
744, Roger. Be advised, level 290 non-standard for crossing.
So yun guys, I really do recommend you get the ATPL. Also, if you ever want to apply to become a pilot abroad, like if you want to apply,
sir, I'm asking if you can plan to flight level 3.
if you want to apply for an airline out of the Philippines, they will absolutely most likely require you an ATPL. So yeah, I hope that answered your question, Adrian. Ano pong pinagkaiba ng Airbus rating sa ATPL? Okay, good question. An ATPL, let's translate it to parang doctor. Sa doctor, di ba, you're an MD, medical doctor, you're considered a medical doctor. Your ATPL is like your doctor's license, right? Doctor's license means ATPL. Ang Airbus rating is like your specialization. parang you're a heart surgeon or you're an OB-GYN or you're a pedia. So sa piloto, you can have an ATPL but you fly the ATR or you fly the Q400 or you fly the Boeing 777 or you fly the Airbus 320 or the 330, etc., etc. So some people have multiple ratings. Some people, like, especially if you're like a professional ferry pilot, you have ratings for like the 737, 74, 75, 76, 777, 787, 320, 330, 340, 350. You know, it can go on and on. So ayun. So it depends. Not necessarily na madami kang rating means mas magaling ka. Syempre maganda yun. Pero it might not be practical because if you fly for an airline that only lets you fly one aircraft, what's the point of having multiple ratings, diba? In the US, it's very different because once you're rated for your it's like a tattoo. It doesn't go away. Let me show you. Here, I have my license. So I have two licenses, guys. I have a Philippine ATPL and I have a US ATPL, FAA ATPL. So I decided to get a second ATPL just, you know, to add to my resume and challenge myself. So I keep all of them in this little booklet here. Actually, I got this from my former company. I used to fly for AirAsia, so they gave me this little book. And this is where you put all your licenses. So ito, these are my, ito yung two licenses ko.
So it's for Asphalt 265.
Oops.
Asphalt 265 cleared.
Ito. So this is my Philippine license, and this is my FAA license, US. So once here's the thing, the Philippine ATPL expires every 5 years. So every 5 years you have to renew this. The FAA never expires, ever. Never, ever, ever. So if you're rated here, so I'm rated on the Airbus 320 on the FAA. So if ever I decide to add a rating like a 330 or 777 or something, they'll all appear at the back. Whereas every 5 years, when you renew your CAAP license, if you don't renew your rating, wala na, it goes away. So that's kind of annoying, but wala, ganun talaga. Also, in the US, guys, in the Philippines, ito, comparisons. In the Philippines, in the Philippines, they require you to have a rating for every single aircraft you fly. 150, Cessna 152, Cessna 172. You have to be rated. You have to have a specific rating for all of that to fly it. In the US, when you have your US pilot license, they have what's called class ratings, meaning single engine land, multi-engine land, single engine sea, seaplane. And the rule is, if you, for example, you get checked on the let's say Cessna 172. If you are checked on the 172, for example, you can then fly any single engine land aircraft below 12,500 pounds. No rating required. That means you can fly a 152, a 150, you can fly a Tecnam, you can fly a Piper, whatever, any Piper. As long as it's below 12,500 pounds, you can fly it. Same goes, I believe, with the multi-engine. So if you have a multi-engine rating, let's say you get it on a Piper Seneca, you can then fly any twin-engine aircraft piston below 12,500 pounds. I wish it was like that here, but for whatever reason, that's not the case. Also, here's another one. Oh, well, I don't want to talk about that. Mamaya may magalit sa akin. Basta in the US, the medical, this is my medical, my US medical. They actually don't even give you a license. They just email it to you, and then bahala ka na sa buhay mo mag-print. It's all like electronic, and I love it. So there's so many good things about the US, the FAA. It's so efficient, and I really appreciate it.
Roger.
So yeah, that's just a little bit about all that stuff. Justin Miranda, kailan kaya Captain papayagan ng FAA Boeing 777X? Malapit na yan. I saw some stuff about that. Jude Ang, thank you very much for the 100 stars. Thank you, thank you. Marvi Espejo, Captain, have you experienced a bird strike? Yeah, many times, many times. We always have to check the plane. Pero not sa engine, usually sa nose. Sa nose yun. Anyway guys, again, this is Sputnik Aviation. My name is David. We stream aviation-related content, mainly airline stuff. So if you appreciate or if you like our stream, please don't forget to share. And of course, send us some stars if you appreciate what we do. I really appreciate those. Ayan, so I keep all my stuff in here. And remember guys, if you fly the Airbus, you have to keep this. This is your last proficiency check. So this is my last proficiency check. So this is like the grading sheet that Cap gives you. And you want to make sure that you have this all the time, because your rating is not valid unless you have this with you. This proves that you were checked, you did the required maneuvers like the engine failures and all the things that CAP requires you to do. So you always keep it together with your card license. Never lose it, guys. Never. Sasakit talaga ulo nyo. So yun. Then you have, of course, your NTC license, which is your radio license for you to operate the radio. Yeah, and I have that. You gotta make sure all your licenses are not expired. So I'm good until 2024, 2025. And my medical is here also, CAP medical. Yan, ang daming kailangan gawin. Of course, your ELP, English Language Proficiency, things that you have to do. Ano yan, ano, Captain Shard? Ang laki niyan yung prof check.
Welcome back.
Wala eh, yun yung binigay sa akin. Yan guys, Captain Shard, he flies the big bird because he's got a big bird. He flies the big bird. The Airbus 330, sana all. Ayun, so I have 2 licenses lang. 2 licenses. Some people have 3 or more. My goal, hopefully by next year, is I can get an IASA license naman ang next sa ano ko. Nasa sites ko na yun. I downloaded all the reviewers already, but it's so the FAA. I did a conversion. I studied for 6 months during the pandemic. Nag-aral for 6 months para sa exam. It took me 6 months to study for that, and the question bank for one exam. It's only one exam. It's 125 items long, and the possible number of questions is 2,000. 2,000 possible questions can come out. So, ang dami ko na aral. Ngayon, guys, you think that's a lot? The IASA license is 14 tests. 14 exams, and a total question bank of 16,000 questions. So I'm taking my time, guys. As in, since June, I've been reading because it's like it's driving me crazy, guys. 16,000 questions to study. It's like you're taking a PhD. But you know, it's my dream, man. It's my dream to have a IASA license. So maybe I can go and work in Europe one day. So. You know, tiis-tiis na lang. Lahat ng katamaran ko sa high school and college, babawi ako ngayon, I promise. Gabriel Canila, Swiss 744, alright, good evening to you. Nice, nice. I think I hear you. Justin Maranya, pwede ba, Captain, magkaroon ng 3 type ratings? Yeah, you can have as many type ratings as you want. Lalo sa FAA, you can have like 10, I think, or more. Parang unlimited ata yun eh. I had a partner when I was in Florida in April. He came to do his FAA as well. He was an examiner instructor for the Airbus 350, 330, 320 in Qatar Airways. And he used to fly in the US. He had 7 type ratings. He flew the Citations, 2 of them. He flew the King Air. He flew the Falcon. I can't even remember the rest. But he had, I believe, 7 type ratings. So when he showed me his license, of course, then it's the 320. So, idol ko talaga yun. Grabe talaga. Wesley Fernando, good evening. Captain, problema po ba sa pag-apply sa major airlines sa pilot kapag may tattoo ka pero hindi naman visible? I believe most airlines won't care as long as hindi siya kita. It's more of a problem, I think, for cabin crew. Pero sa piloto, as long as hindi siya kita, I think you're fine. Yun. Post na lang yung mga questions you guys. I'll try my best to answer them. So if you guys are considering taking up your flying, doing it in the US is also a really good idea, guys. The training there is, for me, is the best in the world. Of course, there are a lot of challenges. There's a lot of challenges going to the US. Of course, logistical. It can be very expensive if you don't have a place to stay because you have to pay for your lodging and food and all that. So if you're like a US citizen and you have family near a flying school, you might want to consider that. Of course, finding a job in the Philippines with an FAA license doesn't really matter. It's more of like if you want to go abroad, because some countries prefer pilots with, let's say, FAA or EASA licenses for reasons I don't want to talk about, but it's just the way it works. Sometimes you don't even like if you okay. Some countries need you to convert your license to the local kind of license. If you use an ICAO license like the Philippines, you might have to go through a long conversion process, which can be very annoying because you have to study a lot and take more exams. Sometimes if you hold an FAA or a EASA, they might not give you such a hard time. Parang minsan automatic na, parang wala na, you're done. So
control Sputnik 2-3 overhead Osano flight
Wow.
level 350.
Oh my god.
Station calling it firm call sign Sputnik 2-3.
Hey, from Sputnik 2-3,
Vin Limited, it's nice that you're also live on YouTube. Alright, yeah, I'm multi-streaming, guys. Ilang oras flight time, guys? Ito, malapit na tayo. Actually, I think another 30 minutes siguro andun na tayo.
Squawk 023, correction 0215, Sputnik 2-3.
Kainis. Ay, nako. Ay, nako, guys. Anyway, we do have a virtual airline go right now, guys, so I hope you guys apply for that. The only thing you need to do
Flight level 350, welcome.
The only thing you need to do is send in your resume and your cover letter.
Are you able to climb flight level 370 spacing?
Your resume and your cover letter, and you can apply for the Sputnik Aviation virtual airline, guys. Yan, madami tayong mga programs, mga ground schooling. We'll try our best to make it as realistic as possible.
For Sputnik 2-3, we'll just slow down.
It's okay, you can maintain 350.
Ay, nako.
Roger, 350 for Sputnik 2-3.
Si Kyle medyo madami atang nainom na alak ngayon. Lots of things. Yan, guys, si Miss Momay nandito. Momay, good evening.
11 cleared.
Ay, nako.
Cleared Clark Oliva.
Anyway, guys, sige, while we're in the air, I just want to show you guys a quick video. This is a flight I did in the sim with Captain Rolly a few weeks ago, and he had a good time with me. Let's check this out.
400. 300. 200.
Mas masaya, di ba? It can happen, di ba? It can happen.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5. Pitch. Pitch. Flightliners vacated the leading the maneuvering area. We now want to fire 137.
V1.
Okay. How's your climb? Yeah. And then catcher? Sure. 100 above.
200. Minimums.
Minimums.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
So guys, that was Captain Jet Bueno on his final flight before retirement. Talagang idol ko din yan. Kaya congratulations sa kanya. Sir Lions Den, maraming salamat sa 100 stars. Thank you very much. Adrian Tan with the new badge, you know. Facebook supporter. Guys, actually we're trying to get more supporters here on Sputnik Aviation. I know it requires a bit of an investment. It's $2 a month, guys, but that's what, 100 pesos a month. But it really goes a long way in helping Sputnik out. Actually, ito guys, Facebook gives me a lot of these like incentives. Parang if I get X amount of subscribers or supporters, they give us a bonus and they give us more reach and stuff like that. So, you know, I really appreciate it when you guys do things like that, even if it's one time lang, you know. Thank you very much. And for the 13 non-followers right now, guys, sa mga viewers natin, please type !notify on the comment section. And you guys will be basically following us and get notified when we go online. Para, you know, you get to see us live. Meron po bang events of VATSIM ngayon? Yes, this is a Sputnik Aviation event. Actually, when I land, I will I'll do some ATC duties to help the event. Supporter since the start, si Lawrence Bagayas. Thank you so much, Lawrence. Yes, the man. How's the baby? How's the baby?
681, good evening.
Sylvester De Leon, love delivery. Yes, guys. Shout out to Harris Aviation again. Thank you so much for the watch, guys, for the latest in Harris Aviation products. Please check us out on Shopee.
For Melby 1 Bravo.
So we're on our initial descent already, guys. Yan, pa-descent na tayo.
681 na...
And we'll be landing shortly.
Don't see on my radar. Second location.
Mix Cachuela, woof woof.
We're at Jensen.
681, Roger. Cleared Clark. Melby 1
Alright.
runway.
So I think we're gonna do an RNAV approach. Yay!
We'll be using runway 35.
Runway 35, Roger. Cleared Clark, Melby 1 Bravo. Whiskey 1 Bravo.
10th month sa rin ni Baby Mia today. Bilis ng panahon. Oo nga, Lawrence. And guys, si Lawrence, I mean, I've never met him, pero we share the new dad thing. Kaya ako, my son is just turned 1 year old. So it's nice to see new dads around sharing the magic. Yes, Ben Hernandez, long-time supporter. All right. Thank you guys sa mga supporters natin dito. Maraming salamat. You know guys, it's because of you supporters that I'm able to afford like new equipment. Like this overhead cam. This is because of supporters. Yung mga support nyo, yung mga donations and stars. I'm able to buy like a new webcam, so we have multiple angles and stuff. The ring lights. I remember before yung mga sinaunang panahon na stream, guys, grabe talaga.
Nakakahiya.
Nakakahiya talaga.
17 Olivo 5 Romeo expect RNAV 02.
Liva 5
Yeah,
are
get descent time,
RNAV
yeah.
02, Sputnik 17.
Sputnik 01 request direct, Oliva.
Approved.
Alright, we're gonna rock and roll now, guys. Okay, let's start with an open descent. 20 miles 60, so we're a little high. I'm gonna go direct Oliva.
2657 Malong to good evening.
Direct
Squawk
Oliva with a beam.
0220.
Let's go.
0220, Sputnik 657.
Gunner Concord 681 ready for push.
Okay, so we're a little high.
Winner 681 push and start.
16, yeah, we're like 4,000 feet up, so I'm gonna go speed brakes.
Gunner Concord 681.
There we go. So let's turn up the volume, okay? Alright, shout out to all the air traffic controllers who are helping us out tonight. We have Ian Roque and Roms, I think he's doing approach, and Kenzo on ground for this little Sputnik event here. And of course, in Kinabalu, thank you very much to Mod Ideal Lau and Presley Shim who did Tower, and the ground controller who I don't know his name, but thank you guys for supporting this little event. It just made it basically a big group flight. So let's have a quick look at what it looks like over here. Yeah. So that's our little event, guys, our humble little event, and all the Sputniks flying. So one of these days we'll try and get an event like that. We used to be able to do that. We'll do some collabs to be able to do that again. So thank you to everyone who joined. We'll try and do more of these.
0221 for Sputnik report.
Alright, are we still high? Parang hindi na. Pwede na to. Speed brakes retracted. Okay, approach checklist.
01 contact. Clark approach 119.2. Good night.
119.2 Sputnik 01. Yeah. What's ground? Para lang tapos na tayo. Ground is 1243. Clark approach, good evening. Sputnik 01 descending 10,000 direct Oliva. Descend maintain 5,000, Sputnik 01. 5,000.
Expect weather vectors ILS 02 approach, depart Oliva heading to 80.
Sorry, say again?
Expect radar vectors ILS 02, depart Oliva heading to 80.
Roger, radar vectors ILS 02, depart Oliva heading to 80, Sputnik 01. Okay, I'm just gonna go direct Oliva, no via. We're gonna get radar vectors. Done. So transition. What's our ATIS here? QNH is 1 2 0 no weather information. Great. Alright, so we're gonna go with a discon because we're gonna get a heading 280. So ILS approach runway 02. Wait lang ah. I was ready for the RNAV. But now we're getting the ILS, so alright, check this out. Yeah, so we're gonna get radar vectors, intercept the localizer, 023 final approach course. 109.3 is our frequency. And the decision altitude is 720 feet. We're gonna go flaps 3, highest MSA is about 8,400 feet. And vacate the runway. We're gonna taxi to our Sputnik ramp. Yeah, we're gonna get Fox 2 or Fox 1. We'll see what we get. Yun lang naman, guys. What's our DME? 31. Yeah, I think we're okay. I'm gonna manage speed now. So after Oliva heading 280, flaps 3 for arrival. Flaps 3. And spawn fake 3, 720. There's no weather info available, so wala. Alright. Okay, so 10,000 feet, slides on, terrain on ND. Lapit na tayo, guys. Hope everyone's doing okay over there. And again, thank you to everyone who sent stars. We're at what, 48%? We're trying to get 20,000 stars by the end of November, guys. If we're able to hit 20,000 stars by the end of this month, we will be giving away some stuff. So please, please help us out with that if you want to get some free aviation related.
Realize they're not now heading 310.
A left turn heading 310, Sputnik 01. Alright, here we go. Slam dunk it is, heading. Let's clear Oliva. Yeah, present position na lang, so we're getting a straight in. Very nice. Alright, music's gonna be coming off now, guys, because we're gonna be landing very shortly here. Volume, let's go. Alright, let's activate the approach phase. Should be just about right. So yeah, select muna tayo 250.
01, send 3,000.
3,000, Sputnik 0. 3,000 feet. Alright, let's get down. Taking a while here. DME is about 20 miles, 6,000. They're slightly high because of our speed, so I'm just gonna give it some speed brakes here. I don't want to get stuck. Mount Arayat. Okay. Again, good evening everyone who's tuned in. We're on we're on our initial approach into Clark. 5,000 feet, 50 knots. Alright. Dayan lang natin ng konti kasi 3,000 feet by this waypoint. 1545 plus 500, so minus 500, so we're high. 5 feet, 500, alright. 1,000 to go. Alright, here we go. The runway is in sight. Where is it? Where's the runway? Dude. Speed managed.
01, continue descent, 2,500.
2,500, Sputnik 01. Cross saddle open descent. I'm gonna select the speed here because we gotta get some flaps soon. 5 miles to final approach. Should be okay. Speed managed. Last waypoint. Yes, guys. Paano na ta? Vince Allen, good evening to you.
2,500.
Check. Flaps 1 coming up. Speed check. Flaps 1. Our S speed is below VFE, so we're gonna have to select because we're pretty heavy. Speed out star. Alt.
Sputnik 01, right turn heading 350, clear dial 02 approach.
Ready, heading 350, clear dial 02, Sputnik 01. Alright, 195 knots initially, heading 350. We're clear for the approach. India Charlie Alpha is identified. Arming the approach, autopilot 1 and 2. So GS Blue, Lock Blue, Cat 3, dual AP 1 plus 2. Mamaya na tayo mag-flaps 2. RJ Pasage, good evening. Good evening to you. Sho Isamura and Jigs Reyes. Hello, what's up guys? Taas ng angle natin. So I want to go flaps 2. You check. Flaps 2. Speed managed. Lock star.
Sputnik 01, contact Clark Tower 1187, good night.
187, Sputnik 01, good day. 1187. 243. Clark Tower, good evening. Sputnik 01 established on the localizer runway 02.
Sputnik 01, Clark Tower, good evening. Runway 02, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, Sputnik 01.
Speed.
Grabe naman. Yeah, I'm gonna select it a bit kasi parang dikit eh. We're getting speed until we get the glide slope. Go around altitude is gonna be... We'll go around altitude natin. 6,000 feet. Alright. Glide slope is alive, speed managed. Yan, pag tama yan, mag-GS star yan, there you go, go around altitude. 6,000, gear down. Mahirap pag-landing dito guys, taas ng glide slope nito eh, 3.5 degrees. Laps 3, speed checks. Laps 3. Landing checklist, cabin crews advised, auto thrust, speed, auto brake low, ECAM memo, landing no blue. Landing checklist is complete guys, we're all set. Clear land, disconnecting autopilot. Cat 1. Taso. We need to maintain like a sync rate of 1,000 just to keep the glide slope. 3 reds correcting.
1,000.
Stabilize, and we have a 5-knot tailwind, guys. Oh my goodness. Mix Cachuela Sputnik number 1. All right. Hirap naman ng ano na to. Glide slope naman na to. Alright. Check. 400. Land. 3 reds correcting.
100 above.
Uy, tailwind oh. 4 reds, wow, we're on the glide slope.
Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10.
We're gonna float a bit, guys. Alright. Roll out. Manual braking. Tailwind pa eh. Let's just take the next one. Clear right side.
Sputnik
Actually,
01,
mas okay pala to.
Clark ground 124.3 today.
124.3, Sputnik 01, good day. Alright. Welcome to home base, guys. Alright. Ground, good evening, Sputnik 01 on Echo.
Sputnik 01, welcome to Clark. Taxi Faction 1 Echo. Sputnik Terminal Bay of Choice, good evening.
Fox 1 Echo, Sputnik Terminal Bay of Choice, Sputnik 01, good day. Alright. Set a 3, 2, 1, taas na VIAP. Bigat natin eh. Saan tayo pupunta? Captain, kung hindi ka naman nagmamadali, daan muna tayo sa friendship. Dinner lang, wala namang curve. Alright, yes sir! Korean. Ano, pabuksan natin yung ano? Dito tayo mag-park sa loob. Sige. Na-radyo ka na sa ops guys. Teka lang ah. Saan ba yan? Okay, guys, pakibuksan yung ano. Yun. Alright. Yan na. Yes. Special delivery, guys. Dito tayo sa gitna. Okay ba? Oh, yes. Stop na lang tayo sa harap kasi itotow na lang tayo paloob. Yeah. Saan ka ba, guys? May ano tayo, parang yung sa US, yung pagpindot mo mag-open yung garage door. Only at Sputnik, guys. Dito naman tayo mag-stop. Kasi itotow-in na lang tayo. Okay, brake set. Bleed on, shutting down engines 1 and 2. Fuel pumps, cabin crew, disarm all doors, cross-check. Yeah! Tapos itotow na lang tayo mamaya. Kunwari. Does the new Clark terminal we have green center? Negative, sir. This is a Sputnik custom scenery. Kasi meron tayong ops hangar dito. Alright, let's check out the replay. Ay, nako. Thank you guys for tuning in. Juster Rosello, good evening. Medyo nag-float tayo. May tailwind pa tayo. That's 3.5 degrees yung ano. Yun. Ganda ng view talaga sa wing view. Got the chard! Chamba tayo sa landing. Nakakabawi na tayo finally. Lions then, thank you very much. Pati sa stars, thank you. Let's check out the view over here. Last pitik, yung last second na pitik para lang hindi tayo malaglag. Yeah. Alright. Last to you, last to you. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. On behalf of Sputnik Aviation and the rest of the crew, thank you guys very much for tuning in. And for everyone who sent the stars, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Please don't stop. They really go a long way in helping us out here. And yeah, so that was an event. Thank you to all the air traffic controllers that joined us tonight. And yeah, so on behalf of Sputnik Aviation and the rest of the crew, we wish you all the best for the remaining night ahead. Stay home, stay dry, stay healthy, and stay safe. And we will catch you guys again right here on Sputnik Aviation, your virtual home in the sky, guys. Good night, everyone. See you again on the next stream, hopefully tomorrow night. See ya.